And there's my first target. Not sure what that is. I decided to come out today, do a little curb strip digging, and on the site of an old school that they're doing a lot of work at. Thought I'd come down, poke around a little, see what I could find. See you on the next target. And there's my next target, a memorial. Well, I've hunted this spot before. They say it's old school, probably at least 100 years old. They're repurposing it into something else, and they're doing a lot of work on it right now. So I'm going to try to find what I can before they dig everything up and rebury it again. Let's see what we can find. Well, there's my next target. Big rusty nail. We'll move on. Well, there's my next target. Modern quarter. We'll move on, see what else we can find. Well, we had a little coin spill. I rechecked the hole. Another modern quarter. We'll see if there's any more in there. And there was. Here's another modern quarter. 75 cents out of the same hole. Add them to the other one. Better recheck it again, huh? Well, this hole's gotten productive. Some kid lost all his lunch money all in the same spot. That's 4 quarters out of this hole. That one's an eagle back. I'll keep looking. Well, there's my next hole. There was a nail on top of a dime. I'm really liking this Equinox 600. It helps me distinguish, you know, if there's more than one item in the hole. Helps separate. Move on to the next hole. Now there's my next signal. 1979D. I like hunting right along the edges of the sidewalks. A lot of times when they drop coins on the sidewalk, they roll over to the edge. That's where they end up. Well, I'm not quite sure what that is. A little round piece of soft metal, but it's got a string tied to it. Hard telling what that was. Well, another crusty penny again. It's a memorial. But once again, right on the edge of the sidewalk. Now there's the next target. A tie for a piece for chain link fencing. We'll move on. Now there's my next signal. Another crusty memorial. We'll move on. Well, my next target, I thought this was it. Definitely a hot rock. But the same hole with it was this penny. It's a memorial. Got to recheck those holes. Yeah, there's the next target. We'll move on. Well, there's my next target. It was hollow, and it's flattened. It's reddish. I'm guessing end of a ballpoint pen. Be my best guess. Yeah, my next signal was a solid 12. It's only a couple inches deep. My first nickel of the day. We'll move on. Yeah, my next signal was a dime. 1960s. Had me going for a minute. I checked it out with my loupe, and it's a 1968. A little too late for silver. Well, another solid 12-13 signal. A 2000 nickel. We'll move on. Yeah, another memorial brought up from the depths. We'll move on to the next one. And my next signal, another nickel. Finding quite a few coins right in this one little spot. And another memorial. See what else we can find. And a real crusty memorial. Yeah, this little dirt spot right here is produced quite a few coins. But it's time for me to take a water break. See you in the next hole. Well, I'm across the street from the school. There's a church parking lot. A good place to always check is on the edges of parking lots. When they plow the snow in the winter, everything in the parking lot ends up right here. And my first quarter on this strip, 1976 bicentennial. We'll keep looking. Not far from that quarter, memorial penny. We'll move on. Well, right here on the edge of this parking lot, found a pin. Just happens to be for the local high school, the Muskegon Big Reds. I didn't go to this school. I went to Mona Shores, which is a little ways from here. But that's kind of a cool find. Let's move on. And another memorial. Yeah, keep looking. Well, there's my next signal. Bouncing between 11 and 13. But I kind of skewered it with my shovel a little bit, but that's alright. Move on. Well, there's the next target. Modern dime. Let's move on. Well, I had to go pretty deep on this one. And it's an unexpected find. This is an old church. It's been here a long time. Look at that. Old ball jar lid. I don't know. Maybe some church picnic or something. Who knows? But that was unexpected. It's all in one piece. The glass is all good. I'll add that to my collection. Hopefully we can find something else old in here. I'd like to find some old relics. Alright, let's move on. Well, there's my next target. Old piece of piping. Looks like brass. But also in this hole, I found a piece of china. And it does have a coat of arms, like a maker's mark on the bottom. And I just might have to look that up and see what that's all about. Looks fairly old. Alright, we'll move on. Well, I'm not sure what's going on the corner of this parking lot. There's what looks like a rather old style hook. Screw-in hook. We'll keep looking. That was in the same hole. Well, there's the next item I pulled up. I am really not sure what that is. But it is interesting. I'm wondering if I'm on like a dump site or something here. I'm gonna keep looking. Well, the same hole with that big weird square thing. Modern penny. Now there's a cool find I haven't found in a while. That's pretty large marble, but the color is really cool. It's a green. There's some kind of little swirl on it. Pretty cool. Well, I'm going to do a little recap on today's hunt. Got like $2.26 and change. Kind of an interesting piece of pottery that I'm still going to look up this hallmark. See what that's come from. Muskegon Big Reds high school pin. Big marble. Not sure what that little piece was. Ball jar cap in really good shape, which I happen to keep because I have a lot of old ball jars that I put them on. This was an interesting piece. And my wife suggested that it's possibly the top to like a jewelry box that would have glass in it. And when she told me that, when I found this part, there was a really thick piece of glass, kind of opaque, in the hole, and I didn't think anything of it. So she may be right with that. I'm not sure. If anybody does know what that might be, let me know in the messages. But right now, we kind of think it's a cap for like a jewelry box or something. And another piece of what looks like a squashed ball jar. I'm not sure, some kind of a lid. And a whole lot of junk. But it was fun. Interesting find. I think probably my find of the day. I always like finding these ball jars, because I know there has to be other stuff in the ground. I'll be going back to that spot because there was still a lot of signals in the ground. All right, we'll see you on the next hunt.